everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Samsam, and this is a community where entrepreneurs uplift, support each other, and also own their business. No, the other way around, my friend. In this video, we will be talking about the top 3 challenges that Muslim entrepreneur women face. I remember one time going to one event and I was so excited. I dressed up, I was prepared to ask questions, so I was feeling good about myself. I was confident, although I was nervous, but at the same time I thought I had things under control. And then I met someone and we were talking and like, oh hi, my name is Samsam, like the regular introduction. Talked about himself a little bit, and then he asked me, where are you from? And I said, oh, I'm from Somalia. It's a country in East Africa. And I was so excited. Like every time I mentioned my country, I always like, yeah, you feel me? So he was like, oh, in Africa. And he got closer to me and he was like, aren't you glad you have food now? What? I was about to smack out of him. And I was like, okay, thanks for talking to me. I gotta go. I don't want to waste my time with you. And he was like, oh, did I say something offend you? I was like, whatever, you know what you said. So those comments it shows how disconnected some people are from the reality and the world, that they could say something like that and think it's okay to say something like that. So be prepared. But a lot of Muslim women don't like to shake hands with men, and that should be okay, right? Like, we live in a free country, right? But if I refuse to shake your hands, then I am just rude. How rude I am. Or you treat me differently now that I refuse to shake your hands. Like, I'm like, hi, how are you? I'm sorry I don't shake your hand. Like, come on, that's not how it works. Or even like people asking you to get a drink together, and I don't drink, I don't go out with men without, like, it's not me. If, you know, it's just different. If I am different, then why am I different? To I am different and unique and special and awesome. And if you don't like me for that, that's you, boo-boo. I love myself. I'm okay with myself. At the end of the day, when I go home, I know who I am, and that's one thing. Understanding and shifting your mindset to accept yourself. First of all, you wearing hijab doesn't mean that you're bad, doesn't mean that you're wrong, doesn't mean that they're wrong. If they're different or you're different, doesn't mean anybody is wrong. It's just different, and different is good. You will stand out. You stand out of everybody, so you have more chances. Saying no is okay. You can say no 100 times. If you didn't do anything wrong, you could say no. Set a boundary and be okay with it. And if others are not okay with your boundaries, you need to reinforce your boundaries. And if they're not okay, then it's not worth it. Number 2, the second challenge that I want to talk about today is the lack of available mentors and advisors who are Muslims or who have a similar background. And this is a little bit tricky because having a good mentor is an essential to anybody's success, whether it's at school, at work, business, or whatever it is. Having a mentor, it's really essential. It's really important. And when I say Muslim mentors or Muslim advisors, I'm not saying that you only look for Muslim mentors, but what I'm saying is that it is preferable to have someone who can understand you easily without explaining a lot of things, and actually just feel very relaxed with, very comfortable sharing things that I know they will get what I'm saying. I know they understand. I don't have to explain a lot of time. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, this is how. I don't want that. I just want somebody who gets me, you know. And it's really hard to find those mentors and advisors that are not only just Muslim, but also have the experience and the knowledge and the leadership that it takes to be a good mentor. And that's a challenge that as a Muslim entrepreneur I just face all the time, and I'm not even it's hard, you know. And especially the business that I want to do is just different. It's not about You know, I once I had a mentor and I was like explaining to him a product that I was working on, and then he was like, oh yeah, the Middle Eastern thing. Oh, he was like, the Middle Eastern. And I'm like, it's not the Middle Eastern. Why is I never mentioned that in my business plan. Where did you get that from, you know? Number 3, which is a little bit about yourself. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit personal here, and please don't take it in the wrong way. I mean this with a good intent. Okay, so if you are in business, you would have to deal with this level of risk. It's something that comes with being an entrepreneur. It's not, there's no business in this entire earth that is just like risk-free. I mean, risk-free 100%? I don't think so. I see, and this frustrates me a little bit, I see and meet a lot of great, awesome women who have brilliant way of thinking, and I'm like, wow, mashallah, like, you're so smart, you can do this next level. And often it's like, well, I don't think I am able to do that. Don't be afraid to allow yourself to be creative because you're afraid of what other people would say, or if you're not gonna have the support of everybody, or if you are just not willing to take the risk, because my idea is great, but if I'm not taking any steps forward, nothing will change, right? So business, and we just follow the steps of doing a business that is so saturated in our community, and everybody's doing it because it's less risky. We just copy them and just do it, which doesn't help you, doesn't help the person who was doing that business, doesn't help anybody in the society. Imagine if we have 10 shops just like in 3 minutes away from each other, and they're doing and selling exactly the same thing. Do you see my point? Courage is good for everybody. You feel me? Everybody needs to take that risk. Time will pass anyways. Time will pass. Like, time is not gonna stop. It's just because I don't want to do something, it doesn't mean that everything will stay still. My idea, my business will stay still, but the world around me will just keep going. A woman who's like, I have this idea and I want to do it, I believe in myself, I believe in my ability to make it work, is so amazing to me. I mean, if you're not doing something wrong, why not, right? I mean, unless you want to sell drugs, and I can support you with that. But other than that, you got me, girl. Like, I am here for it. I am here for it, to support everybody. So take the risk. And if you're really scared of taking a step forward because of the risk that's associated with it, whether it's like losing money, whether it's time that you don't have, whether you're afraid of wasting time, whether you're afraid of what people would say, just work on the risk. Don't avoid the risk, don't ignore it, work yourself through that risk. For example, if you want to start a business and you're really scared of that risk, like, I have this much of money and I don't want to lose them all, I'm not saying just jump into it. What I'm saying is that be smart about it and prepare for the worst cases. Have a smart idea first of all, have a brilliant way of thinking on how you're gonna get to your goal, have a strategies. Things don't work by luck, like people know. I mean, I don't know, some people, but in reality we don't just succeed because we're lucky. That's not how it works, especially in business. If you want to have a constant result, it has to be by strategies. Like, luck could work 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and that's it, you know. But if you want to have a long-term business, then you have to have strategies. Have the strategies. Talk to people who doing what you want to do. Prepare for the worst case. If you're really scared of that, just be prepared for it. And have faith on yourself, and have faith that everything is written. Like, I can't change the future. I can just prepare for it, right? So just focus on that. This is the end of the vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked it, please subscribe and like, and always don't forget to smile. Bye.